In Resident Evil 9, shooting a zombie in the legs will cause it to lose balance and drop to its knees, leaving it vulnerable to a melee attack. However, if you sever one or both of its legs, it will die instantly. In Resident Evil 2, shooting a zombie in the legs will immediately knock it to the ground. And even if both legs are severed, the zombie remains alive and will continue crawling towards you to attack.
You bastard. What the?
In Pragmata, shooting robots in the legs can trigger different reactions. Sometimes they briefly lose their balance, and other times they drop to their knees.
These are shooting to me.
In Fallout 4, shooting an NPC in one leg will cause them to limp and drag it, severely affecting their movement. If you cripple both legs, they'll collapse to the ground and be unable to stand, yet they'll still keep firing at you.
Damn it! It's broken.
In Red Dead Redemption 1, the leg mechanics are quite intense. If you shoot an NPC in one leg, they'll grab the injured limb and start limping. But if you shoot both legs, they'll collapse onto their knees and won't be able to stand up again. But they will still keep shooting at you.
¡Maldito sea!
Oh my God! Oh no!
In Death Stranding 2, shooting enemies in the legs can cause different reactions. Sometimes they briefly lose their balance before standing back up, and other times they fall to the ground but quickly recover and continue fighting. In Resident Evil 4, shooting villagers in the legs will cause them pain, making them clutch the injured area. Sometimes they will collapse completely to the ground, and other times they will drop to their knees, giving you an opportunity to perform a melee attack. In Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus, shooting enemies in the legs will make them drop to their knees, but they'll quickly get back up. In BioShock Remastered, shooting enemies in the legs has no special effect. They take the same damage as if you hit any other part of their body. In Call of Duty, World War II, shooting enemies in the legs will make them fall down, but they quickly regain their composure and get back on their feet. Metro Exodus, shooting enemies in the legs will deal damage and briefly make them lose their balance.
You have to get closer.
I'm telling you.
I see him! There!
In Just Cause 4, shooting an NPC in the legs will make them lose their balance and fall to the ground, but they'll quickly get back up and keep running as if their legs were never hit.
We could have something here. Looking into it. Come on!
In Fallout New Vegas, for a game released in 2010, the limb mechanics are surprisingly detailed. Shooting an NPC in the leg will cripple it, causing them to limp and struggle to move. And of course, if you sever a leg, they will die instantly.
Over here! Help!
In Assassin's Creed Origins, shooting an enemy in the leg with an arrow will briefly disrupt their balance if they're standing still. However, if they're actively attacking, they'll only take damage without any noticeable effect on their balance.
What? Put it down!
Poison a god.
Braver man than me. Braver man. I would.
You're dead!
In Far Cry 3, the enemy will drop to their hands and knees, but they'll quickly get back up and attack you.
I'm hit! Ah! 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 Ah!
In Far Cry 4, it's very similar to Far Cry 3, but with one added detail. If an enemy is running and you shoot them in the leg, they'll stagger briefly and almost fall. In Fallout 3, shooting an NPC in the leg will cripple it, causing a noticeable limp and making movement difficult. And if you manage to sever a leg, the NPC will die instantly.
I'm out of here.
Where?
I'm out of here.
Can't stand the sight of it. Huh?
In Doom: The Dark Ages, shooting demons in the legs will strip the flesh away, exposing the bone beneath. However, if you fully sever their legs, they will die instantly. In Chronos, The New Dawn, shooting monsters in the legs will cause them to lose their balance and collapse completely to the ground. In Just Cause 3, shooting an NPC in the leg will make them stumble and lose balance on the first hit, but they'll quickly recover and stand normally again. However, a second shot to the leg will kill them.
Tower. We'll be able to get a good view of the surrounding outposts. Rico, Apre, what are you doing?